Hello, hello, everybody. It's Dr. Bauer with Let's Talk Kids Health. I'm so excited to have you on for our roundtable event for Meet the Team of Teach Me ADHD. I am going to invite one of our team members up here to join me now, so that way she and I can get started, and we have a couple other people joining us in a little bit. All right. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Dr. Narissa. Thank you for having me on today.
Yes, yes, I am so excited. I mean, I know we haven't officially introduced you. We're going to be doing that on Friday, but I'm so glad that you can make it on tonight. So in a little bit, just for those of you logging in on Facebook and YouTube, remember you can comment, say hello, ask us questions while we're on. We're thinking maybe about half hour or so, maybe a little longer, depending on how much interaction and how many questions we have. But I do want to just tell you all that during this live stream, you are able to, hello, Dr. Diltz. You are able to say hello, ask questions about the Teach Me ADHD program. So, with that being said, I do want to say thank you so much for those of you who are joining us tonight or watching this on replay. If you do leave a comment or question later, we will do our best to answer those questions at any point in time. But so we have one more person joining us in a little bit today. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and get started. Dr. Stuppy, unfortunately, was unable to. Oh, and here's Kim. Okay. So, unfortunately, Dr. Stuppy, who has been with this team, also is out, and she did send us a video. So, in a little bit, I will play her video for everybody. And then Dr. Samantha Cohen is also part of the team, and she is unavailable today because she is out of the country. So we are going to be just shy of having her there. And then Amy is in the background. And Amy has been on my team for a very long time. She is the one who does it all in the background. So she packs all the boxes, she sends out all the emails, she does all the administrative stuff. She is just a wonder, and she can never leave me. So anyway, I am here today. I'm so excited to talk about Teach Me ADHD. It is that time of year that I'm so excited about. It's going to be priority registration. For those of you who have been following me, you know I say all the time, agency doors open twice a year. We are just about to open on August 22nd for registration. But before we get to that, I do want to invite my team members to say hello, give a little brief introduction of who they are. But what I'm most excited about is the fact that the four of us on are the ones that are offering courses this go around in September. And Julie is also going to be a new addition to the whole package. So let's start with, if I can, let's start with Dr. Diltz, then Kim, and then Julie.
All right. So, hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Diltz. I am a pediatrician in private practice in Kansas City, and I specialize in treating kids and teens with ADHD, as well as anxiety, depression, and migraine. And I am really excited to get to lead my second cohort, my second round of Teach Me ADHD kids and parents here coming up in a few weeks.
Yes, yes, we are so excited to have you again teaching this go around. And in a little bit, we'll have each of us say when our class is going to be starting and time and all that. But great job. And thank you so much, Dr. Diltz, for joining us this evening. Kim.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here. I'm Kim Ehrlich. I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner and pediatric and adolescent mental health specialist. I have a private practice as well, Pediatric Wellness Partners, in which I see lots of kids, teens, and very young adults for all things behavioral health and psychiatry, ranging from anxiety, OCD, eating disorders, to depression, other mood disorders, and learning disorders like ADHD. I also have an interest in extra training in integrative psychiatry treatment, which includes lots of different methods, and specifically also nutritional psychiatry. And I'm thrilled to be here, being able to offer Teach Me ADHD to not only my patients, but patients everywhere.
Yes, yes. So for those of you joining, please say hi, ask us questions about the class. We're going to be starting registration soon. So, that's what we're here for today. And if you leave a question at any time, even during the replay, we will be monitoring for questions. Okay. So, and then I'm Dr. Narissa Bauer. Again, I'm going to be teaching this cycle again. So I'll talk more about my class time. But Julie, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. So I'm Julie Gates, and I'm new to the Teach Me ADHD team, and I'm just so excited and feel honored to be a part of this team and this program. It looks fabulous. And I've been working in the health and wellness field for about 30 years. I've been a physician assistant in family practice for a while, and I'm also working now as a certified professional ADHD coach. And I work with families, parents, teens, and my family is also blessed with ADHD. So I have my own experience as well with navigating that as a parent. So I'm just really excited to be a part of the team, and I'll be supporting the parents as they go through the Teach Me ADHD team with some extra sessions specifically for parents.
Yes, yes. So let's get into that because I know some of you have been following me for a while. I started Teach Me ADHD back in October of 2020. At the time, it was an 8-week class for kids and parents to take together, kids 8 to 12. And that's still true. And we've been offering it 2 to 3 times a year. And so now, new this cycle, so new this September, we have decided to add on Julie to the team specifically so that way when you register for this class, instead of registering for an 8-week course, you are registering for a 10-week package of support. So included, and I'm going to throw this up here, new is 2 bonus parent coaching sessions that are included in the course package, and that is going to be run by Julie. And that will happen typically before any of the parent-child sessions that either I, Dr. Diltz, or Kim are leading. So that way, during that session, you get to kind of meet the other parents who are enrolled for that cycle. And then, Julie, if I can ask you to kind of walk through what your vision is for that first session.
Sure. So what Dr. Bauer and I had talked about was how powerful this Teach Me ADHD program was for both the parents and the kids together. But as we talked about the program, we felt that it's so much for parents to process and so much for them to also help their kids in processing all of the material. So we really felt it would be helpful to add some extra support just for parents so that, like Dr. Bauer said, the parents can recognize, hey, I'm not alone in this journey, for them to be able to connect to other parents and, kind of have that connection and relationship built a little bit before they're in their first class with their kids. So that's one of the goals of the what I'm going to call the opening session for parents.
Oh, hold on. I think we have some sound issues with Julie. Hopefully she will be able to rejoin us. Okay, perfect.
Sorry. So apologize for that. So the opening session for parents will really happen before any of the regular sessions of the Teach Me ADHD program that the parent and child will do together. So at that opening session for parents, the parents will connect to each other, talk a little bit if they so choose, can share a bit with the other parents about why they're there, what they hope to get out of the program. And then we'll also really all discuss together some strategies and how to put some of those strategies into place for the parents themselves of how to help themselves and the kids to be successful through the program. So we really hope that it will just kind of open the gate gently and supportively so the parents feel even more comfortable coming into that first class with their kids and can kind of understand how they can set themselves and their family up for success.
Yes. And also we talked about prior that session, you'll even be able to go through nuts and bolts, like how do you access the video supplements and, ask them kind of, help them through the logistical things about the course itself, in addition to helping them get to know you and know that you're another resource because so much of the 8 weeks that you're doing together, parents and kids together, is really aimed at the child level. And I didn't want to disregard the parent support that's needed throughout the class. And so we've tried to do this a variety of ways in the past, but I think having Julie on board as a team member is really going to really help and help solidify that parent support so that you'll know how to get in touch with her and all of that. While we're talking too, I'm going to throw up. So if you are interested in joining us this fall, I'm putting up on the screen the parent sessions that are scheduled with Julie. That will be included for all course packages. Now, again, if you're looking at these and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know, I have an obligation on one of these days. Julie, do you want to speak to that, what we talked about?
Yes. So no problem. We know life is busy and sometimes there are schedule conflicts with some of these things. So we specifically planned this session to be at a time that would be before all of the different cohorts of Teach Me ADHD that will be running this fall. So we hope that everyone can join me live on the opening parent session on Sunday, September 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. But if that doesn't work for your schedule, no problem. We will have a recording that you'll be able to watch. And therefore, you won't have missed anything. And you'll be able to, of course, email me if you have any questions after that. But that way you'll be able to get the information you need. But we hope to see you live in the session.
Yes. And so please make note of those, and these will all be advertised when we go live for registration purposes. But we wanted to take a little bit of time tonight to explain that because it's new. It's new this time, this go around. So again, when you purchase the Teach Me ADHD package, you are getting 2 bonus parent coaching sessions with Julie, and that makes it a 10-week support package in general. So thank you so much for explaining that. And so I will have each of us then talk about our class times and all of that. So that way people who are interested in enrolling for this fall can kind of decide, like, is timing important? Is the instructor who's leading it important? Like, what are the different things to consider when you're thinking about signing up for Teach Me ADHD? And for those of you watching live, please don't be shy. Say hi or ask questions about the class or curriculum, and we can answer them for you. Okay, so let's see. How about we start with Kim, since your class starts first and time. So if you don't mind letting us know that, and then we can go from there.
Of course. So I hope you'll join me. My course is starting on September 14th, which is a Sunday at 5 p.m. and will run for the entire session of 8 weeks, bolstered on either side by Julie's parent support sessions, but starting Sunday, September 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern. So, no, I'm sorry, 5 p.m. Pacific. So sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you'll choose my course. And if that doesn't work for you, we also have Dr. Diltz.
Yes, and Dr. Diltz?
Yeah, so I will be teaching on Wednesday evenings. We're going to start on Wednesday, September 17th. I'm in the Central time zone, so we're going to go at 6 p.m. Central, and we will go every week for 4 weeks and then take a break that coincides, I know, with some of our fall breaks. And I know Dr. Bauer and I have talked before that it's just nice to have one break kind of in the middle. It gives you a chance to catch up if you got behind and just kind of take a breather. And then we'll go for 4 more weeks and end the second week of November.
Yes, thank you so much. And again, all of this will be advertised on our website when we do go live. So again, if you didn't catch that, you can always rewind this recording as well. And then my class time is going to be Sundays, and it will officially start on September 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And we will have no class on Sunday, October 5th. So we'll go from the start on the 14th and then have no class on the 5th, and then we will end, I believe, if I can do my math, November 9th. So that way, you have a couple different options, and it's nice that all 3 of us are in different time zones too. Mm-hmm. So one of the nice things I should just mention is if you do sign up for any one of our classes, and let's say, oh gosh, I can't make this particular class. Well, guess what? There are 2 other live classes going on in the cycle. So if it works out and you can jump in Kim's class or Dr. Dilt's class for that week to make it up, awesome. You have that opportunity to do that. The other thing I should mention is that you do have access, when you purchase the course, access to our video supplement. So what is that? That is all the classes recorded with me leading it, with no other kids and no other parents involved, just because of privacy reasons. But it will be the same content that you would get if you were attending live, minus all the people. So it is a nice way. Parents like to know that they have that video supplement available, because either if they miss a class, they can't jump into any other live sessions that cycle, or, maybe dad missed, but mom and the child were in class. And so dad's like, ooh, I want to kind of quickly hear what you talked about. And he can listen to the video supplement and replay that. Or, you're reviewing stuff with your child and you're like, wait, what did she say about this worksheet? Let's go jump on that video supplement really quick and kind of fast forward to that little part. So it's really nice as an option to use during the class time. And again, if you're joining us live, please make sure to ask us questions. We are ready to answer any questions you have about Teach Me ADHD. Thank you so much for joining us. And let me see, did I answer all the questions about the video supplement? Any other things that you guys are thinking about that I should mention about the video supplement? I think everybody will have access. Julie will show you how to access that, all of that during her first parent session. Okay.
Access for a while after we complete the course too. Is it?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
I think that is so helpful, because even a couple months later, if you're like, what did they say about meds or about nutrition? It's so nice to have those videos to refer back to.
Yes. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for saying that. So when you buy the course package, right, not only are you getting the 8 weeks of you and your child interacting with one of us, you get the 2 bonus parent sessions with Julie, but you have access to that video supplement for up to 6 months. Okay. So that way, again, like I said, after the class is well over and done and you're like, oh, we need a booster. Let's just tap and watch that little segment again. We can do that. Also, I should say, included is membership in our ADHD Sleuths community, which is going to be restarting September 1st. So, Dr. Diltz, do you want to talk about that?
I do, yes. So you and I have recently launched our ADHD Mom Docs podcast, episode 2, released today. We are now on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And so that is included. The podcast itself, our weekly episodes are free, but also we're offering this membership. And just like you said, Narissa, you get that as part of your Teach Me ADHD package. And with that, we're offering multiple bonus episodes each month. So we're going to have, I think, some coaching sessions with Julie. Is that right? Mm-hmm. I think so. And then we're going to have some just additional deep dives into certain topics. We're going to have some live Q&As where we answer our parents' questions. We have some really cool guests coming up, and a lot of our guest episodes are going to be part of that weekly that is pushed out to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But some of our guests we also want to ask to do additional content for our member community, and have them do some Q&As with us and that kind of thing. So some really exciting bonus content that's going to be included as part of your membership.
Yes. So again, just to be clear, when you buy the Teach Me ADHD course package, you're not just getting the course with your child and then the parent bonus sessions with Julie. You are also getting a 6-month membership with our ADHD Sleuths community. That's also included in the package. So it's a great, incredible deal. So I hope you join us and consider that. So while I have this up here, I'm going to kind of start introducing really quickly priority registration information. So again, those of you who have been following me for a long time know that when doors open for the agency, we open with and start with priority registration. What is that? So that means that if you are on our wait list, you will be among the first to get the emails starting August 22nd with a link to register and a top secret code to get $100 off the course package. You must apply that coupon code at checkout. Okay. So I should tell you one other thing. Each of our classes are limited to 12 parent-child pairs, okay? So I have had the instance where when I register, we open registration, my class will fill. And so my class will close as soon as it's full. And then you will have other options with Kim and with Dr. Diltz. If, let's say, Dr. Diltz and Kim both fill their registrations, which would be amazing. We can end registration early. So the key here is if you have a child who has ADHD, is between the ages of 8 to 12, and you are like, I want to do Teach Me ADHD in the fall, you would be best served by getting on our wait list and registering ASAP as soon as that priority registration window opens. Because as soon as we all hit our max for each of these classes, agency doors close. Okay. So if you are interested on getting on the wait list, so that way you get one of those emails starting the 22nd with that registration link and the top secret coupon for $100 off, please go to this link, and it's on our website, letstalkkidshealth.org, and go to the wait list, put your name on there, and you will start getting those emails about registration and the reminders as well. Now, what if you forget or you're busy, you're out of town, and you cannot register during priority registration? It's okay. We have general registration, which will run from August 25th through September 5th, or when classes are full. What that means is if you go to the website, letstalkkidshealth.org, at any time during that time frame, you will see the registration link to register, and you can just register for whatever class is open. Okay. So again, we will be updating our social media accounts every day with how many spots are available in each of our classes. You'll want to kind of follow all of those things, so that way you know if you got to jump on it and join us sooner than later. So again, priority registration really is where if you know you're just going to do it, just put a reminder in your phone now, August 22nd to 24th, because that is a special time for our new detectives to just join us and get that $100 off. Okay. And again, if you're watching live, have questions, please do put it in your questions, put it in the comment in either Facebook or YouTube, and we can answer those. Any other comments about registration? Anything from your perspectives, Kim or Jen or Julie, that I neglected to mention?
I just wanted to make a comment that, any time is the right time for Teach Me ADHD, but I think there's a lot of benefit to signing up for fall specifically. And you have all these choices, the three of us who are teaching for fall. And I think it's a great time to kind of capitalize on the synergy of doing a program like this during the kind of back to school starting the school year. You really want to give your kids all the support that they can leverage to start the school year off right and really help them reach their developmental potential is really all of our goals. And so a plug for signing up for fall, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I think that is such a great point. And I talk about that all day long in clinic this time of year, that, man, it is so much easier to just start off on a really good note versus try to play catch up later. And it feels so defeating if you feel like you've gotten behind or school isn't going well. And so even though absolutely spring or any other time is a good time, I totally agree with you. I think fall is a fantastic time to really help your child get a better understanding of what it means to have ADHD and really feel empowered to learn more about it and set up good homework strategies and work on social, emotional, coping skills and friendships. And there's just so much that kids and parents get out of the course, and fall is a great time to work on those skills.
Yes. So you may be wondering, what does this all cost? So I will throw this up here. And if you go to the website now, all of this information is there. But the cost of a 10-week package, so that includes the 8 weeks with you and your child taking the interactive class together with one of us, and the 2 bonus parent sessions with Julie. We have 3 different payment options: $800 pay all at once, or you can pay over 3 months, which brings the payment down to $283 a month for 3 months, or break it down into 5 payments, and it will be $175 a month for 5 months. Okay. And like I said, if you're in priority registration, you will get a top secret coupon to knock off $100 off the course package. So you are welcome to use it during those 3 dates in August. The other thing I should mention is that if you are a client or patient of my practice, Kim's practice, Jennifer's practice, Kristen's practice, Dr. Stuppy, Samantha Cohen, Dr. Cohen's practice, you will also be able to ask us for a specific top secret code to get $100 off at any time during priority or general registration, because we definitely want to see our patients in our classes and getting benefit from, participating and doing all the things with us. So again, that is also available, and we will separately send out information to our own patients who see us in private practice on this extra code. So just want to put that out there. It will really help. The other question I also get to is, can we use HSA funds for this? So yes, you can, but I have a disclaimer. I have had families successfully pay and use the receipt and then a dedicated form letter that you will have access to once you register. You download it. It talks about what Teach Me ADHD is, how it fits into high quality care for ADHD. It then also includes a form letter for you to take to your doctor, nurse practitioner, any healthcare professional overseeing your child's medical care, for them to verify diagnosis. Now, if you are with one of us, we will gladly make that letter for you and tailor it for you. But sometimes we have patients students, detectives from all over the United States and Canada join us, which is amazing and wonderful. And we love that. So that way you can get that form verified by your child's doctor. So you would submit that form letter from your doctor, your child's doctor, the letter about Teach Me ADHD, and then your receipt, and then submit that for claim processing. So a lot of parents will ask if they can just pay outright with their HSA card. You might be able to, but if not, then just pay it and then do those 3 things and submit. Everybody that I've talked to so far who's done it has gotten the ability to get that credited back to them. So here's to hoping. There's so many payers out there, so but just want to mention that. Let's see. Oh, classes are also 75 minutes each week. So that's about the time. And then Julie, your sessions are also going to be about that as well.
Sure. Yes. The opening session for parents will be 75 minutes and a little extra time if people need it for additional questions. And if it's all right, I'll just take a minute as well to comment about the closing session for parents, since we talked about, starting out before the 8-week session, giving parents a chance to connect and set up some strategies to help them through the program. And then it's so important to all of us, another top priority when Dr. Bauer and I talked about adding in these parent coaching sessions was to help families really get across the finish line at the end of the program, because life happens, things get in the way. Sometimes we get out of our routine. Sometimes we don't maybe finish all the assignments, whether it's because of a conflict with the kids' schedules or something going on with the family. So part of our goal here is to have a closing session towards the end of the 8-week programs, and it would really line up well with all 3 of these different cohorts. So the closing session for parents will be on Sunday, November 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be covering a number of things there, just really kind of finding out how the program's been for parents. What are the things that they're still wanting to catch up on? If anyone's behind on an assignment or unclear how to catch up and really get across the finish line with their child in this program, we'll be supporting them through that as well. So it's just so important to all of us, really, that the families get a lot of value out of the program and that they really feel like they're able to complete it, and then even create a bit of a vision for how to move out of the program and continue these strategies in their everyday life. Yes. So helping them to set up for that.
Yes, yes. Thank you. That was very eloquently explained. And our agency lingo is when you graduate and into the field, we want to make sure that you feel as supported. You're implementing all the tools, all the systems that you have been working on. And, and the funny thing is, it's so cute. I love watching junior and senior detectives just, get closer and be playful with one another, but not just with each other, but with the other families in the Zoom room, right? So I know, Jen, you have taught before. So can you kind of just explain a little bit about some of that magic that you see happening?
Yeah, when I first signed on to teach, before I did my own first cohort, I got to sit in on a couple of your final sessions, which would have been fall of last year. And I knew that the course had a ton of great info, but what I thought was so cool is that the kids were all really having a good time. And I know that's something that as a parent, I would wonder with my own kids, like, how are they going to do in a Zoom course? We've all had Zoom class experiences with COVID and that kind of thing. And what I love about this course is you have made it so interactive and so fun. And so that's the first thing, is that the kids were just really having a good time. And so then it was really exciting when I got to teach my own cohort this spring. And one thing that I sometimes forget is, we as clinicians are seeing so many kids each week with ADHD. We know what it is and what it isn't. But I have a lot of patients that they feel like they don't know any other kids that have ADHD. And of course they do, but they just don't know who those other students in their classrooms are and those kinds of things. And so for a couple of my junior detectives this past spring, I could just see their confidence increase as they got to know their other fellow junior detectives. And I think what was going through their brains, at least part of the time, was, oh, so this junior detective has ADHD and she is really smart and she's really fun and she seems like me. And so maybe it's not such a bad thing that I have ADHD. So I just thought that was so fun to see their confidence increase and some of that negative stigma that sometimes kids feel about ADHD. I think this course goes a long way to remove some of that.
Yeah. Thank you for speaking about that. I mean, obviously I have had families from my practice do this with me, even from like the very beginning. So now some of them are teenagers in high school, and it's just so fun and rewarding for me to see them in clinic. And they just walk on in and they're like, so Dr. B, like, this is what's happening. This is what I think about my medicine. This is what I think about the therapy appointments. This is what I need. How do we get there? Like they are like so empowered. They know exactly what they need. And quite frankly, that's the goal of this class, is to really help families either gain some solid footing or regain footing, depending on where you are in the journey, to work together and to feel hope and to feel that empowerment about, okay, yeah, I've got ADHD, but this is how I can work with my brain. This is what I need. This is what I need from the team. And so we help kids and parents understand they are driving this team, and we want to help give everybody voices, because we are here to help support you. We love this work. We are all passionate about helping families thrive with ADHD, and it is the most rewarding thing when we see evidence of that, not only after a couple weeks or a couple months or years from now. Like it's like life skills that can last for and really set the foundation for a positive self-concept, which is so important for kids and families who live with ADHD.
One other thing that I really love about this course is that the family missions that kids work on with their parents seem like they're, and I know it was intentional on your part, are really geared towards strengthening that child's relationship with their parents. And we know that it can always be challenging to have a close relationship with your child. That's what we all want as parents. And especially sometimes with ADHD, you feel like you're perhaps as a parent saying a lot of correction, or sometimes it can feel kind of negative. And I just love that this course really intentionally works to build that parent-child relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I think if those of you are still on the fence and even beyond today and not quite sure, please head over to my YouTube channel. I have a lot, like a Teach Me ADHD playlist there. I have video testimonials of past participants who have said, yes, I want to record a testimonial and talk about why I, registered for the class. What are the benefits? And I think that really does speak to just what you get from this course. Hearing it from other families who've been there and were in your shoes and now are doing so good, and so grateful that they had that opportunity. But I'm so excited because, again, this time around, we've got Julie on the team. We've got 3 different class times now because our team is growing. It is really amazing. So that way, again, if you miss one of our classes, you have the opportunity to just jump on in one of the other live classes for that same week content, or check out our video supplement, as we talked about earlier. Before I forget, I do want to take a pause and bring up the video that Dr. Stuppy prepared for us this evening because she is unable to join us live. So I'm going to add her to the stage here and let that play right now.
Everyone, I'm really sad to miss seeing you live today, but I'm in the beautiful Poconos for a celebration of life for my uncle. I have had such a fantastic time teaching Teach Me ADHD over the past few years, watching our junior detectives start out a little shy and then week by week opening up, gathering up clues, jumping right in the conversation. That change is honestly one of my favorite parts. Before I joined Teach Me ADHD team, I led a teen group for ADHD KC, our local CHAD chapter. I asked Dr. Bauer if I could create something similar to her program for teens, and with her encouragement, I came up with a 10-workshop series where teens aren't detectives, they're directors. Directors learning to run their own life production, understanding ADHD, building executive function skills, and managing anxiety. They can pick just the topics that fit their needs or go all in for the full series. It's up to them and their schedule and their needs. Whether they're solving cases or directing their own story, seeing young people find tools, growing in confidence, and realizing they're not alone, that's what keeps me coming back. I can't wait to watch the recording of the Roundtable, and I hope that you all are learning something today.
Aw, so I'm so glad that we were able to include that. Obviously, Dr. Stuppy has taught Teach Me ADHD in other cycles, but her love is like really working with those teens. And so together we have the teen version of Teach Me ADHD, which she alluded to. It's called Director's Cut. If you go onto our website, again, letstalkkidshealth.org, go under virtual courses, you'll see not only Teach Me ADHD, which is what we're talking about here, but Teach Me ADHD Teen Director's Cut series, and then our ADHD Sleuths membership and all the other things. So I invite you after seeing this today, if you are not familiar with all the different offerings, to just go over there. We also have a Meet the Teach Me ADHD team page, so you can read a little bit more about all of us on the team, including Dr. Cohen and Dr. Stuppy, who are not here, and Amy, who is in the background. But you will be able to specifically get on the specific wait list for the person that you're interested in. And again, we welcome that. Because I think anybody teaching this course and on this team will rock it. They are phenomenal at what they do. They are rock stars. They love ADHD and everything about it. And they have this great passion to support and educate families. And that's why they're here. I mean, I'm just so happy. I cannot tell you, when I started in 2020, did I think that we will have a team like that? No, but this is like the best dream. And I'm like, I can pinch myself and this is real. Like, this is real life. So I am so blessed and grateful every day, because I can tell you without any hesitation, if you sign up, if you can't get in with me or the class time with me doesn't work out, my goodness, you will not go wrong by signing up with Kim, signing up with Dr. Diltz. I mean, they are just as fantastic. They are just so knowledgeable. They love this work too. And we're all going to be chiming in, when you turn in your evidence week to week, we're going to all be signing in and saying, hey, that's so awesome, and helping get you across that finish line along with Julie. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to just, for the sake of the recording, I will just tell you again, Priority registration opens August 22nd to 24th. If you're on the wait list, you will start getting emails in your inbox with the specific registration link and the top secret code for $100 off. Here is how you get on the wait list. So if you are not on the wait list, please go to that link. Or if you go onto the website, go to Meet the Team, you'll see the individual wait list for each individual facilitator. You can do it that way. It'll all funnel in. Don't worry. You will be on the wait list. And then if you miss priority registration, general registration will open August 25th and run through September 5th or when classes are full. So don't delay on doing that. And again, new this cycle, instead of just the 8-week package, we've got 2 bonus parent coaching sessions included in the package with Julie, which is going to be phenomenal. I'm so excited about that. And again, her 2 sessions are going to be on these 2 dates. Please make note of that if you are especially interested in enrolling this session. If you cannot make either session, do not worry. We will get the video recording to you. Obviously, we'd hope that you can make it live. It's the best way to do it. But if you can't, we will send you the recording. That's the next best thing. And Julie will be available to you if you have questions as well. Again, last thing, course package price is up here. That $100 top secret coupon is going to really come into play and be very helpful for many families. Priority registration families will get that top secret code. But again, if you are a patient of mine, Dr. Diltz, Dr. Stuppy, Dr. Cohen, or Kim, we will have a separate top secret code that you can use during priority or through general registration, because we want as many of our families there too. So again, see that there. And make sure you check out our ADHD Mom Docs podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Those are all free. Those are all available. Episode 2 just dropped. Congratulations, Dr. Diltz. Keep learning with us. We love doing this stuff. If it's not apparent, I mean, I hope our enthusiasm has come through about the work that we do. Any last minute thoughts, and then we'll close it out. I'll start with, let's start with Julie.
Yeah, no, I think that this is great. I think this team is so phenomenal. I agree with you. I'm really looking forward to working with all of you here who are facilitating the programs, and really excited to get to meet the parents as well in the parent coaching sessions. Looking forward to it.
Yes. Kim.
I'm excited to be joining the team this year for my first cycle, and I hope you'll sign up with me, if not one of us, for fall.
Yes. And Jennifer, Dr. Diltz.
I'll just reiterate, if you have questions, please reach out to us. I know it can feel like a big commitment, both time and expense, and it is normal to have questions, and we want to answer those for you. So let us know.
Yes. And like I said, sometimes life is busy. Fall is an ideal time to sign up for Teach Me ADHD. But, if you look at your calendar, you're like, oh my gosh, we just can't make any of those. It's okay. Agency doors are going to open again in January. So, be on the lookout for that. But I would urge you, regardless of fall or January or next year, just get on the wait list, because then you'll get periodic updates from us of new offerings, of new things that we're developing behind the scenes. We just love this work. We are going to be continuing to grow and do more and more stuff. So just get on the wait list, because then that way you will get communication from headquarters about everything that's going on. So thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to share this with anybody that you think could benefit. We'd love to hear from you, and ask us questions at any time. Good night, everybody.
Hey.